Hello, good morning. It's Colleen with Couture. Hope everyone had a fantastic holiday. I'm just going to go ahead and get started with the project. I'm just waiting for my iPad to get going and then we can share away. And we're doing an oldie but a goodie. Coming out of the holiday, doing a lot of holiday projects, so now we're moving into some spring fun. Okay, we are live and we are shared and we are good to go. So again, I was saying I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday. Hello, Mary. And enjoyed time with friends and family and had an awesome little break and enjoyed the time together. So we are out of the holiday, clearly, moving on. So I figured let's do something a little springy today, get some pretty colors going. And I'm going to use the Love Grows Here transfer on our 9x12 8-in board. And typically when we have a brand new transfer, and we cut along the lines, if there's pieces to it, we always label the back of it with a B or a back or what actually it is. So you could just do B for back. Or you could label it like flower pots or grows here, whatever you prefer, just so that you know how to return your transfer to its carrier sheet. Because our transfers are reusable, they are sticky back, and once we use it, and we've cleaned it, we want to make sure that we're putting it back onto the shiny side of the carrier sheet, not the paper side. So let's just go ahead and put this transfer has been used quite a bit. So it does not have as much stickiness as it once did. However, if you are using it for the first time and it is very sticky, what we have you do is fuzz it. So basically, I'll just show you on my shirt here. You basically are just going to take your transfer, put it on some type of cloth where you can pick up lint. Yes, same here, Mary. I am definitely going to miss Christmas, but I'm ready to move on. That's for sure. Okay, so that, as I was saying, when you fuzz your transfers, it makes it a little less sticky. And, you know, you don't want to put it on a surface, whether it be a chalkboard or glass or mirrors or something like that, where it's so sticky that it's not going to come off. So that is why we fuzz our transfers. So those two are set. And then we can put our cute little flower pots down here. There we go. Got some chalk boogies. And I'm just going to put those down towards the bottom here. I'm just going to use two because that fits perfectly in here. There is another flower pot that you can use, which is this one. But we're just going to stick with two today. And it's got all different kinds of really cute succulents in here that you can put into your flower pots. There's aloe, there's little flowers, and some of them have layers to it. And also, really cute is for this pot, it's got a detail on the top, so this would be a layered pot. So you could make it, you know, a single color in the background and then add some detail on the front of it. So that's cute. Just making sure that I'm not feeling any bubbles in my silkscreen area. Especially when you have a larger silkscreen area, you really want to make sure that you're kind of not pulling it tight, but sort of pulling it tight, because this has a nice big silkscreen area. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my squeegee and kind of push out all that air. So that way I'm making sure that I don't have any air bubbles in there, because you will see that if you chalk on it, you'll see the air bubbles come through. So I'm just using my squeegee just to help get a nice tight seal here, because that is a rather large silkscreen area. So for the colors today, I was kind of wanting to go with shades of blue and then a pop of yellow, because I'm obsessed with our buttermilk right now. So I was thinking to do Grows Here, and I keep getting chalk boogies on my board. There we go. I was thinking of using the Grows Here for buttermilk and one of the blue colors for Love. And I set these out and I keep looking and I'm like, ugh, I'm not sure if I want to use all of these colors. I think that the Peacock, even though I love Peacock, might be just a little too bold. But then again, Peacock looks so good with buttermilk. So I'm really kind of having a dilemma here on what I want to do. I went ahead prior to coming live and just stirred my chalk paste. But this one I feel needs just a little hint of some water in there just to get it to that nice yogurt-like consistency. So once you give it a good stir and add water slowly, so add a little bit at a time. You don't want to overwater it. Just like your plants, you don't want to overwater them, right? So that is the consistency that we're looking for, that nice yogurt-like consistency. I think I'm going to use definitely, like I said, the yellow here, and then this is our Morning Sky, which is beautiful. Such a pretty color. Just gonna give a little spritz of water, get that to a nice consistency. And so I think that's the two colors I'm going to use on the top. And maybe I'll use these two for the pots down here on the bottom. So let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to grab a squeegee. And we're just going to put a little bit on here because a little bit does go a long way. And I'm only going to cover the Love. And we're only going to worry about the silkscreen area. And prior to coming live, I also have a pan of water set to go off screen here. So that way when I am finished with my transfers, I can just throw them right into that pan of water and we can get the chalk starting to come out. The water helps the chalk get right out of the silkscreen area. And then I'll show you guys how to clean it. The last step would be to clean it. So there we go. We got a nice thin layer on there. And make sure I don't have any lines. Hello, Carmen. And all the excess that I had on my squeegee went right back into my jar. And then when we remove the transfer, we apply even pressure across, like so. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm just going to apply just a little heat because this guy right here might be touching a little bit. So I just want to make sure this is nice and dry. Oh, that Morning Sky is so pretty. Now the chalk paste will dry on its own. In a couple minutes. I'm just speeding it along here with the dryer. Make sure if you do have another transfer down, I kind of am aiming it this way. I don't want to warp my transfer with the heat. That's why I'm kind of pulling it back. Because if heat hits the transfer, it will warp it. So that is good and dry now. Just want to make sure I wasn't touching it. And then we'll use the beautiful buttermilk. Oh my goodness, I love this color. So pretty. Again, just a little bit goes a long way. And you'll see if you're holding it, your squeegee straight up and apply a little pressure, how it pulls it straight across. So easy. Oops, I got it on my board a little bit. That's all right, I'll clean that up. Just make sure we're covering all of the silkscreen area. And I put a lot of paste on there that I do not need. So I can put that right back into my jar. And get all those lines and get all that excess chalk paste off of there. Put that right back in. Nice thin coat. I always say you control the squeegee, don't let the squeegee control you. So make sure that you are, applying a good bit of pressure on there, and that helps get the excess off. You see I got a little bit on the board, but that's okay. I can get that off. Look at that buttermilk. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm going to throw these two into my pan that I had off to the side here so that we can start to get the chalk out of that. And I'm also going to, I think I'm done with the Morning Sky and the buttermilk for now. So what I'll do is I'll get my little stirry sticks out and get those into water as well as the squeegees. They can all go into the water pan, and we can close up these jars so that they don't dry out. If you prefer, you can go ahead and throw another tiny little spritz of water in there before you close your jar up, if you like. And that should help it the next time when you go to open it. Or you can just spritz it in when you open it the next time. Either way works. Okay, so those two jars are finished. And you see I got a little bit on my finger. So I'm going to show you chalk paste will not stain. does not stain your clothes or your fingers. Oops, it's got a little water on there. And you just wipe it off with a little bit of water. Let me try that again. I should have done this the first time. Put it on the paper towel, not on your finger, and then get it on your board. Definitely don't want that to happen. Let's try that real quick. Okay. That was not very smart of me to do that. But I was trying to show you that it does come off with just a little water. Easy peasy. Okay, now we'll do our vases down here. Again, making sure I don't have any bubbles in there. And I think I'm going to do the peacock. And this is our ocean mist color. So let's go ahead and I'm going to do the peacock on this side and the ocean mist on that side. So again, same process, grabbing a little bit of chalk paste. This is going to be easy peasy. Just pull it right on down, covering just the silk screen. Don't need to worry about any of the teal section. And again, just applying a little pressure to get that nice thin coat. Pretty easy. Okay, that one is done. And now we'll quickly move on to the other one. Now you need to remember that it is chalk paste. It is going to dry quickly. So you do need to work kind of quickly. There are some things that you can do if you're working on a large project. You can work in sections and peel back, kind of like I did up there where I did love, and then even though that wasn't together. You could just, if it was together, you could peel it back, dry it, and then place it back down and move on with your next color. So that's one way. And I don't know if I have a bubble in here. I may have missed that. So again, just nice even pressure and get all that excess right back in. Okay. I love the peacock color too, Mary. It's one of my favorites. It's so pretty. It's so bold. It looks so pretty on chalkboards. Oh, love it. Love it, love it, love it. I love the pop of yellow in there with the different shades of blues. There's some really pretty shades of blues in our chalk paste. I really, really like them. Just gonna give this a quick dry. That is dry. That is dry. We are done. They are both dry. I can run my hands all over this. It's not going anywhere. However, when I am ready to change out my design, all that I need to do is simply wash it away with water, and then I can create my next design on my chalkboard. Pretty easy. I was kind of going back and forth. I actually have a little thing of, these are solo wood flowers, and I was kind of debating, because this board is our Aiden board and it is magnetic. So I was toying with the idea of putting some pops of color on here. I have to do a purple. I love the white. I may, instead of using the different transfers in here that came with the different succulents that you can put into your flower pots, I was thinking of giving it a pop of dimension with some solo wood flowers. So I think that's what I'm going to do off camera here. Let's see, we can add a couple here. This is kind of the, it was the cocoa color, so these are a little dark. These were more for Christmas, but I like the cream color in here, and I like the brown colors in here with the peacock. So that may be the way that I go, just adding some 3D dimension, but putting some of these flowers on here. So what I'll do is I'll just put a little magnetic strip on the back, and then that will stick right here, and then that will be removable. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to try that off camera, and if that doesn't work, then what I'll do is I will come back in. I just have to play with it and see which I like. But I definitely love, this is one of my favorites. Where is it? I love this flower right here on this pot. It looks so pretty. And I could do a nice pink color, or I could bring the buttermilk back in and do the buttermilk with the peacock. That would be really pretty. You have some of the solo wood flowers, Mary? Yeah, I just wanted to try them out, so I got like a little starter pack just to see, because I love the, adding the dimension into, that's way too big for that one. Adding the dimension, I'm not very good with flowers, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna kind of fool around with it off camera, so I'm not boring you guys. But, so that's an option, or just use the flowers that are provided, and the aloe. This looks really pretty. This would be pretty aloe in there. We could add a little touch of green and bring in some of the green in the buttermilk if we wanted to add some more colors. So that's another option. Sorry, my voice, I don't know what's going on with my voice. And then we have our little cactus. That's so cute. I like that one too. There's a lot of good options in here that you can choose from. And we've got some little flowers. These are really cute. So, I'm going to let you guys go, and off screen I will finish this project out, and then I'll put a finished picture so that you guys can see what I decided to do to finalize today's project. And then I'll also put the link to my online store where you can find the different chalk pastes and different transfers that we have available, and actually different surfaces that we offer as well. So that's pretty cool. Kind of have you covered to do a whole project from beginning to end. Yeah, same, Mary. I've had them for a couple, probably 2 months now, and I'm still trying to come up with different projects where I can use them. I do have little magnets though, so I think I may try that because I really want to give it some pop. I just wish that, well, I may need to go and order some spring colors to go with this, because these are really fall, not really spring. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I thank you so much for hanging in there with me, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of your Friday, and I will talk soon. Bye.